biological fact. Ladies, please pay attention. This is regarding the myth about a man's sexual equipment. Now, I know there are many different myths, right? Like some girls say it is proportionate to the length of your feet. Some girls say it is the distance between your thumb and your index finger. But let me tell you, this is all nonsense. The scientifically proven truth is this, that the length of the man's equipment is actually directly proportionate to the length of his face. So sweet, you guys. Thank you, thank you. But I'll be honest, having a long face has its own set of problems. Like, for example, when you go for a massage, they have the special bed with a round hole I am a married man as well, and my wife is saying that it's time that we have children. She tells me that children are precious. I said, I agree. I think children are precious. They are like a treasure. They should be buried, Not your children. I'm just saying that Singapore is not a place that is conducive for having many kids, right? Because think about it, right? If you're a regular husband and wife, you have 3 children, you cannot take taxi together. You have 4 children, you can't buy a normal sedan car. You have 5 children, people say, hey, you Malay, all sorts. We go there, yeah, we're going there. I also have some expat friends who tell me that Singaporeans are bad drivers, man. How many people here feel that Singaporeans are bad drivers? Let me hear you, come on, make some noise. So many of you, damn it. Well, okay, wait, before you guys go shitting on Singaporean drivers, let me tell you what it takes to get a license in this country, okay? Basic theory exam, advanced theory exam, circuit training for drivers where you do S-course, crank course, jam brake on the upward slope. And only then you are allowed to go and practice on the real road where you are trained to drive at the perfect speed in Singapore. What is the perfect speed in Singapore? Slow enough to annoy the driver behind you, but fast enough to prevent him from overtaking. Okay? Anywhere around the world you go, when you see an ambulance on the road, you clear the road, allow the ambulance to pass. Singapore, you see ambulance, you follow the ambulance, allow the ambulance to clear the road for you. After all this, finally you are ready to take the practical exam, but first you have to pay $150 for the test, another $50 to rent a shitty ComfortDelGro car which is designed to make you fail the first time, okay? Fail a few times, finally you pass. Can you buy a car? Cannot. First you have to pay $70,000 for COE, another $70,000 for the car, $1,000 every year for road tax, $1,000 every year for insurance, and only then are you allowed to drive in this country. So for those of you who think we are lousy drivers, let me tell you something. The people that we have put on the roads, that is our best team. See, most of the people who drove are clapping, they come from the cheaper seats, okay? Because they spend all their money on their car. But okay, no, I don't disagree, okay? We have a team B. Not everybody is perfect, okay? We have a team B. They drive taxis, okay? Now, you know what else I love about Singapore? The beauty of this place is that we really go out of our way to make sure that all races are equally represented wherever you go, right? Think about it, like, look at this show for example. You got some Chinese comedians, some Malay comedians, some Indian comedians. Like, how do you think I got on this show? But it starts very early in our system. It starts in our education system. If you remember, we used to do mathematical problem sums in primary school. And there's always some special appearance from some of the characters from each major community, right? There's always one fella from the Chinese community. Will be either Ah Seng, or Kok Meng, or Su Mei, or once in a while will be mailing if he's available that day, There's always one fella from the Malay community. Will either be Ahmad or Ali, right? And if it's a girl, it will be Siti. Yes, thank you. That's good name. But for some reason, the Indian fella in all these problem sums is always Raja, Gopal, Bala, or Muthu, right? And back in the day, these jokers, all they are doing is playing with marbles in the playground. Now they try, like I said, everybody wants to make it seem like it's equal representation for all the races, but I could always see a very slight hint of unfairness, okay? I'm going to give you an example. You tell me whether you can pick up on it. Okay, example. Ah Seng, Ahmad, and Muthu are in a playground. Ah Seng has 10 marbles. Muthu have 2 marbles each. If Ahmad and Muthu give all their marbles to Aseng, how many marbles would Aseng have? And I realized I was failing my maths for a very long time. And then I figured out the formula. In Singapore, it doesn't matter how you add, subtract, multiply or divide, because at the end of every problem sum, the Chinese fella ends up with the most marbles. But if you grew up in a real playground, you know that's bullshit, right? Because Ahmad and Muthu will be bullying Aseng, stealing his bloody marbles, right? And Aseng will run after them, hey, walao, don't take my marbles, Mami, 你看那个黑狗。 So I thought, why don't we rewrite the problem sum to give Ahmad and Muthu a fair shot? I think it's fair. You know, rewrite it and give them a fair chance. Okay, here's my rewritten problem sum that you won't read in any math textbook. Muthu, Aseng and Ahmad are sitting in a coffee shop. Muthu orders 10 bottles of beer. Aseng can only handle 2. And Ahmad is drinking ice Milo. No, then my comedian friend, you guys remember Faz? The guy who talks about Indian people dying in movies? He comes to me and says, hey bro, why do you only write a problem sum where the Indians and the Chinese can win? Why don't you write one where only the Malay fella can win? I said, are you sure you're ready for that one, bro? Yeah, hit me, bro. Here's the problem sum, Faz, where only the Malay fella, Ahmad, can win. Ahmad has 4 wives. No, okay, no, come on. Take it easy, guys, take it easy. No, but okay, here's the truth. I just renovated my house as well recently, right? And here's the problem with renovating for me in Singapore. A lot of the good old school contractors, who are very good at what they do, they don't speak English. Right? So communication is always a problem. Like sometimes you can get away with speaking a bit of broken Malay. Like they'll come to you and say, lu mau pasang apa? Ini silikon sudah keluar, nanti closing itu loncat, tak boleh jatuh, or whatever. I don't know what. I mean, okay, broken Malay, like I said. But another problem is that these guys never show up on time, right? If the appointment is, for example, Wednesday 1 p.m, they will come Saturday 4 a.m, you know? Or I was in the area. And this happened to me once, right? I was sitting at home on a Saturday afternoon, just chilling out, you know, in my SAF army shorts, the super short shorts and the singlet. Bro, why are you getting horny, bro? Relax lah. I told you I'm married. And you have a really short face, by the way. His girlfriend is laughing, it's a true story. So back to this, right? I'm sitting in my short shorts and my singlet and I'm chilling out. Contractor shows up. This was a difficult situation because this bugger doesn't speak Malay, doesn't speak English. I think he only spoke Cantonese. I couldn't be sure because he goes on his Bluetooth phone, alright? And he starts speaking this language that I don't understand. Now I'm going to tell you what I think he said. You tell me whether this makes sense to you, okay? He goes on the phone and he starts. Wait, why call? Wait,你搞乜鬼啊？你反我啊？ 裝咩我同我講中疏嘅屋係人咖喱佬嘅屋啫，主人嘅撚樣又似隻貓喎，係咪今年係馬年需要咗個媽咪嘅屋咧？我一入到去，成啲都係冇。 都知係忍我定係搞我啊！我同你講，我依個房間開個馬騮樣啊！